Good morning, YouTube. It's been a while. So this is a kind of catch-up video. A little bit of between Christmas and New Year video. Tale of sorrows, joy, passion and excitement. Well, not very many of the above, to be honest. So although I've been lurking in the background and making a few comments, I haven't made a video for a little while. Shortly before Christmas, probably a week or so before Christmas, my trusty Nexus 7, which is one of the first issued Nexus 7s, started to fail. Coincided with an update from Google, software update, so it's possible it might come back. But for whatever reason it stopped taking a charge, it stopped holding a charge, and everything's looking pretty grim. So I deleted everything as best I could to try and reboot, the same as it says on various forums, but to no avail. Now that was my method of making videos, as well as my primary communication with the world, and there was a certain amount of despair coming through. However, the week before Christmas, my son and my wife did a bit of research, tried unsuccessfully themselves to get the Nexus alive, and then made the 50-odd mile round trip into the nearest city and bought me a Samsung Galaxy Tab Pro, which is phenomenal. Then I had a couple of days of playing with it and getting used to it before Christmas hit itself, and I didn't really have time to make a video. And then for Christmas itself, which we spread over 3 days incidentally, my wife graciously gave me a Sony Handycam, which is what I'm now using to make this video. It's my first attempt at making a video using this dear little device, so we'll see how we go. So now I've got the Nexus 7, which seems to be charging slightly. I've got my Galaxy Tab Pro, which is a phenomenal piece of kit, and I'm very pleased with it. And I've got this delightful little Sony. Now, sad to say for you lot, this little Sony is very easy for me to take around, and you will probably see bits of Copernicus Rex in the wild. So there's my excuse, feeble though it may be, for not posting videos over the Christmas period. So housekeeping, another Christmas present. I should just say that the Handycam was actually a joint present from my wife and my son, so she's generous, but she's not that generous. However, I can't fault her, because I've been wittering on about wanting a 7LE320 for months and months and months and months and months, and it was falling on deaf ears, I have to say. But look at that, a 7LE Joker 320 king size. Isn't she pretty? Nice little tri-bands, and that just tells me how much my wife loves me. She bought me a pipe. Not only a pipe, the pipe that I've been wanting for 1,000 years. In it, I am smoking some Dunhill My Mixture 965, and that is another part of the story, because I've not been smoking very much. We've all had fairly heavy colds, and apart from the fact I couldn't taste anything and didn't feel like smoking, It wasn't really fair to smoke around the other two while they're coughing and spluttering. So this is my first smoke in the house for a week or more, and it's allowable because everyone else is at work. But only just. We've had a couple of cold nights, and it's not surprising this time of year, but it's taken us a bit by surprise because up until now it's been really, really mild. And where we are, once the frost and the ice hits the road, there are enough shadows so that it stays patchy and icy. So I've been out and I've gridded a bit of road and made it safe for me and mine, and a few of the others using the hill. But this morning, at 7:30, when my wife came to leave for work, her trusty Freelander failed to start. Well, I did suggest a little while ago that she might get the battery checked, but yeah, didn't always happen. So anyway, I went and tried it a little bit later, and sure enough, turned it over, but not enough power to start the engine. So I rang my local dealership, my friend Dave down the road, who does tyres and repairs and things like that. I've been down, I've got another battery, and I'm halfway through changing that battery. But I can't get the bloody bracket undone to get the battery out. So I thought, nope, it's time to get cleaned up, have a pipe, have a cup of tea, because I haven't even had breakfast yet. I thought I'd just crack on and get the wife's car fixed. I also note that the one of the rear tyres is damn near flat. Slow puncture that I suggested she look at a couple of weeks ago. There you go. I can't complain about the dear lady. She's been so good and generous to me over the Christmas period. It's not just the Handycam, the pipe, the Galaxy Pro. She's bought me, she's bought me clothes, she's bought me jeans, she's bought me a new velvet waistcoat, and all kinds of things. I have been thoroughly spoilt this year, and it is for that reason that I am determinedly cheerful sat here, part way between changing batteries, with a pipe and a mug of honeyed black tea. Apart from being cold, it is a bright and dry and crisp day out there. My original plan was to take you lot up for a walk around the mall and show you a few of the things I mentioned in my VR to West Virginia Piper some time ago. Maybe show you the hurlers and things like that. Not too strenuous because I've not been well, you know. I've got to be careful. Realistically, that may not happen now, depending on how much time I spend with this car. However, I've got no reason to complain. I'm sat here, the wood burner's belting out, lots of heat. The dog's cheerful because I've come back in and he hasn't got to stay outside with me. The chickens are chickening as they chicken. Cats are asleep somewhere, I think. I let one out, but the others are asleep somewhere. All is right with the world. And on top of all of that, I don't go back to work until Friday. And this is my longest period of paid holiday this year. I had an enforced break when I was made redundant at the beginning of the year, but I'm being paid to sit on my backside at the moment. So my friends, I haven't worked this out yet, so I can't work out how long I've been talking to you. But I'm guessing it's probably long enough for you to be bored. So, I'm going to let you go with the promise that you will see me again in the not too distant future, like it or not. And that you may even see Gurnicus Rex in the wild. Stay happy, my friends.